In the glittering world of fame, beauty, and constant flashes of cameras, few names shine as brightly as Yaman's. Known across continents as one of the most captivating Turkish actors, he has built his empire not only on acting talent but also on charisma, mystery, and a magnetic presence that leaves fans endlessly fascinated. Yet, with fame comes an unforgiving spotlight, one that does not only illuminate achievements but also exposes secrets, vulnerabilities, and the most intimate chapters of a star's private life. And now, the world is talking about something no one expected: Yaman's emotional breakdown after secret audio recordings linked to Sara, his rumored girlfriend, surfaced and left fans shocked. The story begins like a classic celebrity fairy tale. Yaman, the golden boy of Turkish dramas, admired in Italy, Spain, and beyond, was linked to Sara, a woman whose presence quickly became as magnetic as his own. Together, they turned heads at red carpets, festivals, and high-profile galas. Fans wanted to believe in a new love story. The images told a tale of glamour, confidence, and passion. But behind the perfect smiles and stylish appearances, the whispers of doubt and the shadows of secrets were already forming. Rumors about Sara's past started circulating long before the leaked recordings came into play. Tabloid headlines claimed she had hidden relationships, a mysterious marriage, and even children that the public never knew about. While Sara kept silent and contrived to appear unbothered, the storm was quietly building. What no one knew was that in private, recordings existed, conversations, voice messages, and late-night whispers that carried a weight far heavier than any gossip column. The leak changed everything. One night, snippets of Sara's secret audio began spreading through closed circles, and soon they made their way into the hands of journalists hungry for the next bombshell. In those recordings, Sara's voice reportedly revealed truths about her past, her feelings, and even moments of doubt about her relationship with Can. They weren't just harmless personal notes. According to insiders, the tone of the recordings carried confessions that painted a completely different picture of Sara, one that shook Yaman to his core. Imagine being in Can's place. A man adored by millions, trusted as a symbol of strength, hearing the voice of the woman beside him confessing things she never dared to say in public. The words, the tone, the hidden truths, they cut deep. Witnesses close to the actor described his reaction as devastating. He was alone, listening in disbelief, and within minutes, the strong, unshakable image of Yaman gave way to vulnerability. His eyes filled with tears, his breathing grew heavy, and those around him said it was one of the rare times he truly broke down. The impact was immediate. Friends revealed he could not sleep, his phone filled with unanswered messages, and his usual calm demeanor turned into visible frustration. The press, meanwhile, seized the story, spreading headlines that fueled speculation. Was Can betrayed? Were the rumors about Sara's hidden past now confirmed? And most importantly, what did this mean for their future together? The fans, always loyal and protective, reacted with a mix of heartbreak and fury. Social media exploded with hashtags. Some defended Can, calling him a victim of manipulation, while others attacked Sara, accusing her of deception. Memes, reaction videos, and endless theories filled Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Each post, each comment, added more fuel to the fire. But let's pause here. Why did these recordings cause such an earthquake in Can's world? Because in celebrity culture, image is everything. Trust is fragile, and the gap between public perfection and private reality is often brutal. For Can, who had already endured years of speculation about his love life, from his rumored romance with Demet Özdemir to endless paparazzi chases, the Sara recordings weren't just personal. They were public ammunition against him, a weapon that threatened the careful balance of his career and his private self. Behind closed doors, insiders claimed that Can isolated himself, refusing to speak for hours. He replayed the audios over and over, unable to believe that the voice belonged to the woman who had been by his side. Every confession, every secret detail echoed in his mind. For a man so used to control, discipline, and perfection, it was like watching his world unravel. The emotional breakdown wasn't just a moment of tears, it was a collapse of trust. Those who saw him during those days describe a man torn between anger, sadness, and disbelief. He questioned not only Sara but also himself. How had he not seen the signs? How could he have let his guard down in a world where every move is watched and every mistake becomes a headline? And yet, the story doesn't end in despair. After days of silence, Ken reappeared. He walked out to a waiting crowd, dark glasses covering his eyes, a heavy jacket hiding his frame. Paparazzi shouted questions, but he stayed silent. The images went viral instantly. Fans noticed the tension in his jaw, the sadness in his face. It was Ken Yaman, but not the smiling star they knew. It was a man carrying the weight of betrayal. Still, Ken is not one to let a storm destroy him. Slowly, he began rebuilding his image. On social media, he shared cryptic posts, quotes about trust, strength, and destiny. His fans flooded the comments with love, reminding him that no matter what, he wasn't alone. Meanwhile, the debate about Sara raged on. Some still defended her, suggesting the audios were manipulated or taken out of context. Others insisted the truth was undeniable. What remains clear is this. The leaked recordings created one of the most dramatic and emotional chapters in Ken Yaman's life. They exposed not only Sara's secrets but also the fragility of a man often seen as untouchable. And for fans, it was a reminder that behind the glamour and perfection, celebrities live through heartbreak, doubt, and breakdowns just like anyone else. This story continues to evolve. Will Ken forgive Sara? Will he address the recordings publicly? Or will this mark the end of their chapter together? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world will keep watching, every move, every tear, every decision. Because when a star like Ken Yaman breaks down, it's not just a personal tragedy, it's a global shock that millions can't stop talking about. And so, the man who once seemed unshakable now stands at a crossroads, his heart tested, his trust shattered, and his fans more united than ever. The secret audios may have caused pain, but they also revealed a truth: even the brightest stars can stumble, cry, and face their darkest moments. And maybe, just maybe, that's why the world loves him even more. But perhaps the most powerful part of this entire storm is what it revealed about Ken Yaman's humanity. For years, he has been seen as a symbol of strength, beauty, and control, an actor who could command a stage with his presence alone. Yet, in the moment those secret recordings surfaced, the world saw something else: a man who could be hurt, betrayed, and broken. And that, in a way, made him even more real to his fans. Because while scandals come and go in the entertainment world, what remains unforgettable are the moments of truth, when stars show their pain and vulnerability. For Ken, this was one of those moments. The breakdown may have been born from heartbreak, but it also created a deeper bond with his audience, an unspoken promise that even in weakness, he remains a fighter, someone who will rise again. And as the dust slowly begins to settle, the question everyone asks is simple: what comes next? Will Ken turn this pain into strength, using it as fuel for his next project or role? Or will he step back from the spotlight, taking time to heal and rebuild his trust in private? Either way, one thing is clear: this chapter, painful as it may be, has etched itself into the legend of Ken Yaman. Fans will remember not only the glamour, but also the tears, the silence, and the moment he proved he is as human as anyone else.